Hey, what is up guys, your boy Uzakage here with a new what if, and this what if is what if Izuku was black? What if Izuku was an African American? Yes, this is a thing. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's begin. So we're gonna start off the story when Izuku is 3 years old. Ever since he was born, Izuku had been treated differently from the other kids at school, as he was born into a country where 0.1% of the population is black, and it was odd seeing a black person in Japan, and he would often get weird stares from people on the streets, but he was too young to realize it. One day after school, he got picked up by his dad, who was also black. They had an even stronger bond. When they reached the house, Deku got out of the car, but Hisashi said, "Go inside and tell mom I went to go get some milk. I'll be right back." Okay, dad. When Inko heard the news, she thought nothing of it, and that he'll be back in like 10 minutes. But by the end of the day, he still wasn't home, and after a week, Inko filed a missing persons report because he just disappeared. A year later, Deku was going to the quirk doctor to see what his quirk was. But during this year, Inko, she wasn't neglecting Deku, but she didn't treat him the same because after Hisashi left, she only thought of him. At the doctor's, he explained that Deku had an interesting quirk. They call it strapped. This quirk allows Izuku to reach under his shirt and pull out any type of gun. But during their tests, they only found that he could take out Nerf and water guns. But they were kind of afraid what this could turn into. Inko nodded, but for her it was just in one ear out the other, because she just still had Hisashi on her mind. The next day, Deku went to school and showed off his quirks, and the kids had fun shooting Nerf guns. But Bakugo stepped up and said, "Well, Izuku, your quirk is pretty cool, but what is it gonna do against a villain?" Deku looked down because he did think like he can't just shoot a villain with Nerf guns. That won't do anything. Bakugo spoke up. "Exactly, you're just useless. You're nothing but a Deku. Yeah, that's your new name. I like it. Deku. Deku. Deku." The name kept ringing in Izuku's ear. Deku, Deku, and everybody started saying the name also. But in that moment, Deku just got mad and punched Bakugo right in the face. He fell onto his back, and everybody was like, "Damn, Deku, hold that nigga." Bakugo got up crying and ran off because he literally just got his face smashed in, and his quirk just developed yesterday, so he couldn't even make proper explosions. Deku made all the Nerf guns disappear, and then he walked back to class. After that day, everyone knew not to make Deku mad or he will stomp your ass, bro. Right here, I'm going to talk about Deku's latent quirk that he got from his dad. The quirk is called Enhanced Ignorance. The angrier Deku gets, the more stronger he gets, and as he ages, his fuse just gets shorter and shorter, so the littlest thing sets him off. And I did some research, and Japanese people start middle school at 12, so that's where we are now. Coming into middle school, Deku didn't give a fudge about anything. If someone tried to start something, they would get a fist to the face. After getting suspended a couple times, Inko began to realize that Deku is home quite often, and she asked, "Wait, aren't you supposed to be at school? Oh, so now you care about me. Get out of my face." And he locked himself into his room. And with nothing to do, he started writing all his problems down on a piece of paper. When he would click his pen, he thought, that sounded pretty good. And he made a beat out of it. Then he started rereading what he wrote, and it kind of made into a little song. And he would write it down, and he would create the song and post them on his SoundCloud. And he would get a huge following because Japanese people haven't heard rap before, so it was unique and they just loved it. Like people at school, grandmas, grandpas, everybody was listening to it. They were like hooked. But obviously no one knew it was him because he used his rapper name, Lil OFA. After scrolling through his comments on one of his new songs, he saw someone comment, Hey OFA, yo man, I love your music, but it seems you don't really have a good setup, and I'm guessing you're using a $5 mic off Amazon. Deku got heated and he punched a hole straight through his wall. He's like, what does he know? If I ever meet him, I'll punch him in the face. And then Inko knocked on the door. Are you alright? I heard something loud. Deku just came out of his room and went straight past Inko like she didn't even exist without saying a word. He went outside and finished reading the comments, and it ended with, my parents own a music store downtown. You should come by. It's called Kyoka's Records. Deku got a smirk on his face and said, he's so dumb. He gave me his location. It's the biggest mistake he's gonna make. Deku walked into the store, and as he entered, he put his hand under his shirt just in case. He walked up to the girl at the register. Hey, do you know a guy called... He looked on his phone to confirm the name. XX headphone _ Jack XX. The girl at the counter said, yep, that's me, and I'm a girl, not a guy. My name is Jiro Kyoka. Nice to meet you. And you are... Deku just relaxed his hands and took it from under his shirt. Oh, hi, my name is well, you would know me by my rapper name, Lil OFA. Wait, you're Lil OFA? Lil OFA's in my store? All the customers turned around and stared towards them. Hey, keep your voice down. Oh, sorry, I didn't know you'd seen my message. Yeah. Now what's all this talk about a cheap mic and a trash setup? I bet you won't say it to my face. Jared just laughed and said, calm down, you don't have to get mad. I actually want to help you out. My family owned this store and I work here sometimes, so I can give you basically anything. I'll pass, I don't take handouts. He started walking out and Jiro chased him to the door. Wait, just this one time. You never know if you don't try. You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? Nope. Alright, show me what you got. They went to a studio in the same building and Jiro pulled up just a quick beat she made on her off time. Just freestyle to this and I'll make it better. Deku started rapping about his life, just some real deep stuff. But he remembered this US rapper he listened to, NBA Youngman. And Deku started spitting bars about the hood, even though it wasn't about that life. He just wanted to see if it would work and if the song would go popular. After Jiro just stared at him and said, whoa, you're even better in person. Yeah, I know, I'm that nigga. Jiro said, what's a nigga? Don't worry about it, just show me what you're gonna make. She smirked and said, just give me an hour. After an hour, Deku listened to the music and he was amazed. It was nothing like he's ever made before. He ran up to Jiro and hugged her. He's like, I don't know what you did, but this is amazing. How did you get my voice to sound like that? Jiro was blushing hard and Deku said, are you okay? You're all red. Yeah, I'm good. It's just called autotune. It's not that complicated. Autotune? I don't know what that is, but my viewers are gonna love this. Deku posted this song and in only a day it blew up and got #1 on the top 100 charts in Japan. Everybody and their grandma was bumping his new song All In. When Deku got up and checked his SoundCloud account, he started shouting and jumping off the walls. He ran out the door straight to Jiro's shop, and Inko was wondering what was wrong. So she checked his room and saw how messy it was. There was holes in the wall, dirty clothes everywhere, and she began cleaning. And she noticed his laptop was still on his SoundCloud page. She began reading and realized her son was Lil OFA, and she began freaking out. Back to Deku, he ran in the store straight to Jiro and he hugged her. He picked her up off her feet. Thank you so much. The song we made, it hit #1. Jiro began blushing extra hard and her parents who were in the store came up to her and her dad said, so Jiro, who is this guy? Is he your boyfriend or something? Jiro's dad began expecting Deku from head to toe. No dad, we just make music together. Music, huh? Then show me what you guys have made. Deku pulled out his new hit song and Jiro's dad jaw dropped. Oh my god, my daughter's boyfriend is Lil Oife. I'm so sorry for being rude, I didn't know. Yeah, it's okay. Hey Jiro, you wanna hang out sometimes? Maybe we could write a few more songs. Jiro said, yeah, of course, I'm down anytime. You have my number, right? Yeah, alright, I'll see you. Deku waved goodbye, and on his way home, he saw two people mugging this old lady. He shouted, hey, stop that! And Deku rushed in to stop them, but one of the guys had a gun. And before Deku could dodge or reach for his, he got shot in the shoulder, and then another time in his chest. Deku just dropped onto the ground, and he was lying in a pool of blood. And then tears started to run down his face. All his regrets, everything just came back to him. How his mom and dad split up. He remembered the good times of when before his dad left. And he began to cough up blood, and his eyes became heavy. And then he saw how much his mom was hurting, and all he did was push her away. Even when she tried to get close, he pushed her away even further. So much so he didn't want her around. And his vision began to get blurry, but before his eyes closed, he saw someone standing over him, and then everything went black. If you guys liked the video, like. If you didn't, dislike, and leave me some feedback in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.